Hey guys, Fusebox back on the fresh start free to play. So it's not like I'm not playing my main account or going to put other content out, but a lot of key points keep coming up on this new account. So right now, progress report, we're on day 15, kind of starting to get those free heroes. We're about there. I did miss a day or two. So day 15 on login rewards. What do we got going on? We're wanting a level 60 so that we can make more level 60s. That's your main priority. Believe me, once you get past just the very basics of this game, you need a lot of heroes. So we need a core group of heroes anyways. So Kel, first, before we get into how you're going to level these heroes and the way that I definitely go about doing it, two things I want to talk about. One thing that's going to help tremendously was the way the stars aligned yesterday. We were in Discord. Somebody asked, had you gone back through normal campaign? I was on hard. And have you 3-starred it? So we 3-starred this. I'll show some footage maybe. We got our void shard. We got enough gems doing all this to get our first set of masteries. We pulled the void shard because it was a 2x. We got a rare. We're going to talk about her in a minute. But we also got enough points to go to the tournament to get an XP barrel. This means when we hit 6 stars, we're instantly level 60. We don't have to worry about leveling our first farmer, hero, whatever. It's going to be Kill at this point. Yesterday, doing all that during the journey, we also got our first War Maiden. We got our first Shield Guard. We started leveling them up along the way. Of course, we leveled up to 550 along the way. It pretty much everything lined up. We were during a champion training event, so it paid off. We were during the champion chase tournament, so pulling that shard got me right to the point that I could finish out with greens and going to the shop. Real quick, I do want to mention, open this up. This marketplace, open it up. Buy every green shard you see, every blue shard, which I just purchased this morning. There it is right there, waiting to start my next journey. But this marketplace, I'm buying every shield guard, every armor. And there are some other rares, like, I can't think of her name. I really like, she's in here. Hang on. Right here. Commander? Yeah, Commander. Absolutely an amazing champion to start out with. So buy copies, book them out for free. Doing all that, finishing out my normal campaign, it got me my masteries for my first 6-star. It got me the means to level him up instantly. Now all we have to do is rank him up to 6. And that's what we're going to really be talking about today. Another thing I want to talk about, it's time for you to leave me some comments. I need to know how you feel about this. It matters not to me. So if you watched my first episode of this, day 13 or 14, we pulled Cavalax. All right. That's insane. So here's the deal. Somebody was like, well, does this just become the Cavalax is amazing and kills everything show? Because that's kind of what it could be, right? You got one amazing legendary and that's what you got. An amazing legendary. And the truth, free to play is going to get amazing legendaries. You're going to get some you don't like, some that you love. Free to play is going to, somebody was telling me it was tough. Maybe I shouldn't use him. And they had a Krisk and a Warlord. But I get it. The problem is not that I pulled an amazing legendary. If this was your account, you use him. 100% you use him. I'm not going to neglect him and vault him, but I'm not going to make him a centerpiece of this. I'm going to stick to more basic heroes using, the epics that we actually pulled and a lot of these rares and unrares. We're just going to keep this real, right? We're going to keep it pretty real, but I will build him up as I go because I do want to give this away. So I can't nonsensically leave him on the sidelines. But a warning if you pull amazing legendaries early. The problem with legendaries is, this guy is useless right now. He's useless because we haven't ascended him. If you look at his skills, he cannot even, we'd have to go to the champion screen. He can't even plant those poisons that he's so famous for until we ascend him. So right here, you need 3-star ascension before you can even throw those poisons out. And everything else is fairly low odds of doing anything. If you look around, this is what everything's about, is this passive. Now, once you ascend him to 3 stars, you don't need anything else, right? He can do really cool stuff even without books. But he's a top tier damage dealer and all that. We're not going to be able to book him out, let alone even ascend him for a long time. Whereas these guys, we can handle, right? We're getting lots of books. Matter of fact, let's look at that upgrade skill. Look, he's already maxed. They give you plenty of books when you start out for your starter. Look at all these books. Now, these are not all that magnificent for 15 days, but this is, right? And we're still getting them from tournaments. We're still getting them in events. We're still getting them from our missions, from our challenges. So I'm holding on to these really tight. I'll just let these build up, and we'll focus on the real heroes that we're going to use to beat everything. And I'm still conserving books to the point that I'm not going to use them on War Maiden. I'm going to try to farm a War Maiden to feed into herself. Same with him. I'm never going to use rare books on him. I'm going to let him farm himself. So we're trying to level up level 60s. How are we going to do this? A great example is yesterday when I pulled during the 2X, trying to get enough points to get my XP barrel. I went ahead and I ended up pulling a skirmisher. Probably nothing to get excited about. But when you look at her kit, she's got some things of interest, right? Right here. She removes a random buff from an enemy. So you think, okay, when I'm farming that the magic keep, trying to get magic potions, you can remove the shield with this. If she's moving fast enough to take a turret, it will remove the shield. So this could be really amazing, right? It's not something I really need through my entire account, but it is good. Same with this. 20% turn meter depletion if she crits. That's pretty solid. That could be super important for where I'm at right now. And then she does more damage if they don't have buffs on them. With a 2-hitter, maybe it could be some use. But, nothing amazing, but definitely a synergistic, decent kit, right? So what do? Well, you take her to 440. You play with her. You try her out. You consider if you want to keep her. But in the end, she is sitting there waiting to become a 5-star chicken. See, if you're not going to keep her, I've got a 5-star chicken here. I got some use out of her before I have War Maiden. This one could randomly decrease defense right here. And that was my plan. I was going to use her and get the Ascension, make this a big version of decreased defense. And even though it's random, at least I would have it for Arena. I don't need her now. I do not need her now, and she is now a 5-star chicken once I give her 4 stars. So right now I actually like Valerie. I don't think I'm going to eat her, but here's what we have right now. 1, 2, I pulled a shaman, and I'm still getting the free shaman. She's clearly a chicken. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, useful small heals, increase attack, but not something I'm going to need around for long. 5. So I've got 5-star chickens once I level him up. These are heroes I want to play. I want to keep. Now here is something you need to do. You don't want to eat a hero? Click on them, lock them. You don't want to accidentally feed them one day. Lock them up. So I'm not 100%. I really think I'm going to keep Valerie. I'm going to lock her up. You don't have to worry about epics and above, but anything underneath, like War Maiden, I need to lock her up, and Armiger, I need to lock him up. These are heroes I want to use in the future. I need them. I want them. I don't want to feed them. So once you've locked up those heroes, the rest, these are chickens. That means what we need now is 4-star feeders for each one of these 5. We need 24 stars that we can feed. So the whole time I'm playing, one hits, I'm releveling another, and every time you see a 330, that is a 4-star chicken in essence. So I need 20 of these. That's a lot. Tall order, right? But we're going to keep leveling 2s into 3s, 1s into 2s, so on and so on. So here's the thing. I went ahead. Now it's time to start farming. I want to tell you the difference masteries make. So I went ahead and got my masteries on Kale. Doesn't matter that I don't have War Master. That's for clan boss, right? That's for bosses. But the difference that masteries make to create a safe farmer that can actually get the job done. What do we want out of Kale? We want him to kill things, and then we want him to get back around to that AoE, right? That AoE just stomps things in the ground. So it increases crit, rate. I took Shieldbreaker. He is going to be my arena nuker for a while, right? I'm not going to throw Cavalax in there. He's going to be my nuker. So I do want him to hit hard on his first hit, 8% more damage. I do want him to speed up for farming as he kills people, and in arena as well, right? So he's going to get faster. I want him, Cycle of Violence means when he gets that big hit, he can put his skills back on cooldown. I want him getting back to his 3 poisons and to his AoE as much as possible. But this, Blood Shield is amazing. Getting a 15% of your max HP shield every time you kill an enemy means if you don't kill everybody on a wave while you're trying to farm, you're protected into the next round. And then kill streak just increases damage everywhere as you kill people. Another great one for farming because the levels get higher on step round 2 and round 3. You're getting stronger and it just stays pretty steady. He of course needs some accuracy, but I'm just going to speed him up when I can as his poisons wear off. Lots of debuffs going out. This Lure of Steel's not helping with like my life steal gear, but eventually he'll surely have speed or perception. And so I'm just sticking with that. Because of things like Clan Boss, Master Hexer, make the poisons last as long as they can, but Cycle of Magic, this group of masteries helps so much. I mean, so much. We went from, I beat normal at 550, it leveled me up to 550, and we're on brutal now. Guys, we're on brutal day 15. And we're working our way through it. We've reached that point. Energy is down where it is. We'll talk about that too. But look, we're still getting rewards. I just got to keep pushing. I really want to be farming here so I can get War Maiden and the most experience possible. And then, of course, 12-3 is the last final goal. If you're needing life steal gear desperately, you know, you can come in here and try to get you some like speed boots and life steal, speed boots and speed gear, things like that. But honestly, Dragon's so easy. I'm not seeing a problem getting 4 or 5 and well, we're not at 6-star yet, but 5-star speed boots I've already gotten some. So Dragon seems to be the place to go. So your energy is dwindling down, right? They give you a ton. Now you will get more, believe me. Keep pushing through your missions. We're already on the path to Arbiter. Like we're on our path to Arbiter. Keep pushing through every one of these you can do. I have to wait for Magic Keep to open up to continue here. I'm not going to spend the gems on that. Keep pushing your challenges. There are so many things you can do. I need to go and do these because they actually are kind of boring. So that's probably what I could be leveling up while I finish these out. We're getting tons of books, tons of energy, tons of gems. So this is the point where I used my first 800 gems to get my masteries, make my life easier. It literally took me to brutal. Now gems from now on are either going to be energy or masteries, and not always masteries. Just my first couple of heroes are going to give me a huge break in pushing through so that I can fight way further in the Minotaur dungeon, probably solo or 2-man him. I just need 2 or 3 heroes with their masteries. Other than that, gems pretty much equal energy. So if you are making a push towards one of these or just to level those heroes, again, we got to make 20 feeders. We're ready to go. We have 5-star chickens. We just need 20 feeders for them. So we've got a lot of leveling to do. We're going to find a comfortable stage, probably while I'm actually doing these artifact challenges, getting these silly pieces of gear. I could do that while I'm leveling 3 people. And that's going to get me my 6-star. Again, I did win an energy barrel. If you see a reward like an energy barrel early on that you can obtain, go all in. I bought every hero I could from the market and pulled green shards until I got this. That void shard helped during the 2x. But this right here instantly levels you all the way to 60. As soon as you hit 6-star, you eat this and you are leveled up. Like you can't beat something like that. Definitely pay attention. And the one thing I really want you to take away from all of this, don't be scared to start using any of these heroes, right? Like this guy has a passive heal, right? Where is this? Heals the ally with the lowest HP by 7.5% every turn. It can be critical. Well, it won't heal himself. Yeah, it's not an AoE heal. It's not Seal of the Drakes, but this guy passively is healing your team every turn. I can use him. I won't need him for that long, right? But I can use him. I think he has a stun, extra hit, another heal. He's got a lot going on. Removes debuffs and then heals. An actual cleanse. So he's a pretty solid hero. I won't need him forever. I just get me an apothecary, seal the drakes eventually. But take him to 440. Let him be a 5-star chicken. If they're really useful, go ahead and go to 550 as long as you're willing to eat them after leveling them to 550. So that's my advice. Start working on a group of level 60s. It all starts with the first one. So focus on the first one and have some heroes that you're willing to eat building up beside them. You can be using them along the way and lock up the heroes that you want to keep. Hopefully this helps you a little bit. Let me know how you feel, again, about keeping Calvalax out of the picture. Is probably what I'll do, but you let me know how you feel about that. Free to play is free to play. Everybody's going to get something, so I don't know. Maybe it's best I just kind of keep him out of the limelight, out of the centerpiece of everything. Let me know in the comments, and until next time, enjoy the grind.